He paints. My daughter says this every time I ask what her new boyfriend does. Paints. Paints what? Paints houses? Paints cars? She would roll her eyes, bored with the conversation. He paints pictures. Every day he wakes up and he goes to the studio and paints. What kind of Caribbean man paints for a living? How can he provide for you if you get married? What about children? They're not cheap nowadays. The conversation would go downhill from here, with both of us frustrated, and we would move on to a topic less volatile. He paints. My daughter once took me to a studio, a messy place with unfinished paintings everywhere. Those that were finished were pretty enough, but pretty does not put food on the table. In the corner of the studio stood something draped with a heavy fabric. A piece he's working on, said my daughter. He has yet to show her. He paints. The days after the visit to his studio were spent with me wanting to see the shrouded painting. Curiosity got the better of me, and I snuck into the studio. Carefully, I removed the cloth, and before me was my daughter. Then I saw my grandmother. Or was it my mother? Or was it me? The paint on the canvas froze in time, 4 women of one lineage, one blood, all found in one woman. This woman painted on canvas had my grandmother's resilience, my mother's nurturing spirit, my stubbornness. But the woman was my daughter. My heart ached as I saw the innocence and hope in her eyes, things that I once possessed before life did away with them a long time ago. Somehow, my daughter's boyfriend captured more than a likeness. He captured her soul and the souls of the women before her. I replaced the heavy cloth over the painting reluctantly and snuck out of the studio. I never asked my daughter what her boyfriend did for a living. Having accepted the truth and seeing it from a new perspective, he paints. No, he does more than paint. He freezes people in time, taking their likeness and spirit and trapping them on canvas. He does not paint. He performs miracles.